And I am Justin. This is Berna. She's our favorite co-pilot here in Providence, Rhode Island, is doing its damnedest to try and change my mind on the tier program. I don't care what your acceptance rate is. There is no excuse to take underwater orders. If you're taking orders... I ain't never seen anything like this one before, guys. This is supposed to be a Chick-fil-A, but it's just food pickup. It's crazy-ass bullshit Chick-fil-A vending. It took 46 minutes for that delivery for $5. Hey, do us a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. They don't even say, my pleasure. Good morning from beautiful Providence, Rhode Island, folks. We're on the road again. This is state number 4, city number, I lost count, who cares? We're going to see as many citizens as we can on the way, but it's 48 states, that's the goal, that's the target. Started in New Hampshire, Maine, Massachusetts, now we're down to Rhode Island, head to Connecticut tomorrow. Challenges are out of the way. We did our 100 deliveries straight. That took us through 3 states, and it took us 3 states to get 100 deliveries straight, but we did it. Got it through 100% acceptance rate. Now we're already down to 80. So we're in maintenance mode now because we're already down to 80. We're on the verge of losing that platinum status, and it's been rough. Guys, an hour down to the books for this early lunch, 12 to 4, it's 1 o'clock. And DoorDash here in Providence, Rhode Island is doing its damnedest to try and change my mind on the tier program. Okay, we want to pick up our 4th order of the day, 4th order of the hour, and it's our 4th high-paying order in a row. Granted, none of them have been any of these big catering orders or banger $30 2-mile orders or anything crazy like that, but they've all been a solid 2-to-1 ratio on mileage or more. We did get 2 of them that were a 3-to-1 mileage ratio in there. So hey, maybe it took that dick. Maybe it took a week of suffering as a platinum dasher for DoorDash to get its shit together and figure out how to reward the people who were doing the work, because we're up here at 80% right now, but we haven't had to deny anything this morning because every order has been a banger, and we're going to pick up banger number 4 to get these going. Absolutely wild, guys. We're 2 hours in, on our way to pick up our first Uber Eats order of the day, and it's a quote-unquote high-paying order at $7 2 miles. But that was after 7 consecutive high-paying orders from DoorDash. Now, we don't want to mess things up. We don't want to end up having to decline anything. So we have paused on the DoorDash when we are going to do our Uber Eats. Don't multi-app at your own detriment. Multi-app to your own benefit. And now that your acceptance rate really does matter. Because, I swear to God, if the tier programs are... If this is how it's going to be in the dead lunch, 12 to 3. If 12 to 2, I can be at $45 in 10-ish miles because of these high-paying orders from the tier program. DoorDash got a little sneaky there. Turned it on, immediately got an order. Almost caught us off guard. All morning, all of our high-paying offers have been $7. But they've been $7 for 2 miles, 2.5, 7 for maybe 3 miles as our high-paying offers. This one popped up, $7, 11 miles. Guys, I don't care what your acceptance rate is. There is no excuse to take underwater orders. If you're taking orders that are less than $1 a mile, then you are not making money. And DoorDash needs to know if the customers aren't tipping, DoorDash needs to up the base pay to compensate for those offers. Now listen, when you're in a dense area and you have platinum dasher status and you have Dash Now turned on, maybe $1 a mile going 10 miles isn't the end of the world, because you can just change your zone and you're already in another hotspot. If you need to worry about that trip back, even if you don't need to worry about that trip back, under $1 a mile is unacceptable. And $7 for 11 miles is unacceptable. Will not ever be a high-paying order. We did drop our acceptance rate down to 79% to drop that one, but then immediately got another high-paying offer, $5 for 2 miles. So we took that, picked that one up. We're on our way to pick it up right now at Chick-fil-A. had a mixed experience with Chick-fil-A, so we'll see whether or not this is a good one or a bad one. You know, I ain't never seen anything like this one before, guys. This is supposed to be a Chick-fil-A, but it's just food pickup. It's this food pickup for DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, all in one spot. This is the right address. I think this is just like the coolest DoorDash ghost kitchen on earth. And you know, if it is a ghost kitchen, getting a ghost kitchen for like official brands like Chick-fil-A is pretty solid. Guys, not only was that not a Chick-fil-A, that wasn't a ghost kitchen. That was one of the shadiest, creepiest, sketchiest places I've ever picked up food. It was a damn vending machine. It was a damn vending machine where we had to go in, you press a button, like show your phone and scan your phone, and then it popped out in a Amazon like bin and brought you the food from the robot with the vending machine. It had Chick-fil-A, it had like 20 different other restaurants in there. I feel like that's a bait and switch. That's not even a ghost kitchen. That's brands that are misrepresenting where they are. And I feel like that's something DoorDash really ought to be more upfront with customers about, because this is literally just a DoorDash drop point for 20 different restaurants at one address, none of whom are actually the restaurant. It's just one kitchen and one vending machine. Yeah, the slowest 3 hours of the day, hands down. We've done 8 deliveries, all from DoorDash. We've accepted 9, 1 from Uber Eats. We never got that one through. So far, we've made $58, 3 of which has been on Uber Eats. Is that compensation pay? But $55. And here's the thing, guys, our active time has been right at 2 hours, $25 an hour. DoorDash is consistent. I'm turning around on my hatred of this tier program. I'm starting to understand where they're coming from with it a little bit. We completed 8 deliveries. 7 of those deliveries were high-paying offers. We were offered 9, so we're 8 for 9. Our acceptance rate is in the high 80% for the day. So far, the one order we declined was an underwater order, $7 for 11 miles. We've accepted every other order. And it hasn't even been questioned. The only non-high-paying order we questioned, we accepted, was $1.50 a mile still, and it was going from one dense area to another dense area. I wasn't worried about it. I'm at the end of that one right now, and I'm not worried about getting another order going back, whether it's Uber Eats or DoorDash when I turn it back on. Well, it's another high-paying delivery in the books, guys. For what it's worth, I'm not sure what that word means anymore. I know we were real high this morning on getting like, oh my God, this is a great program. Now, we're back to being what the hell, because started declining more and more orders. We're down to 77% acceptance rate, which I know is like, oh, 77, it's not that bad. We're still top dasher platinum status, but like it's dropping quick, guys. And we haven't declined anything over $1 a mile. So we've had a bunch of high-paying orders, but this high-paying order, when you factor in the 20-minute wait we had at Chipotle to pick it up, and then the 26 minutes of traffic to go drive it 2 miles because it's rush hour in a big city, it took 46 minutes for that delivery for $5. 46 minutes, $5, $3 tip, high-paying order. Great, not really. We got a little bit of time left on this block. Things ain't panning out not too great though, so we'll see. We'll see if we can hold on to this platinum status, or else we're gonna have to go to some earn by time shifts out in Connecticut in the next couple of days to try and push these declines off our accept roster. So we'll see. Bing bong, big orders, buddy. Just as we were losing faith, I mean, the early lunch was fantastic, incredible, better than we ever thought this year program would have been, especially with platinum status, like trying to keep our acceptance rate high. And then we started to lose faith. We started to get some underwater orders. We pushed our acceptance rate down to 77%. When 6 o'clock just rolled by, we just finished with a double stack. And boy, what a double stack was that! First order came in, it was $11.50 for 6.2 miles. Big distance, $2 a mile, it was there. It hit our necessity. It said high-paying order, but looked down, it had that little plus sign. It said total will be higher. So we're like, all right, we're accepting that. We're going to roll with this, and this should give the traffic clear out our 6 o'clock shift. Now, on the way to pick that up, we got a boom add-on. Plus $6 plus. And an additional $6 stack, going an additional half mile on that order from the same restaurant. Plus, the total will be high-paying order. Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about. So we're looking at $17.50 minimum for 6 miles. 6.5 miles, $17.50 minimum. Into that first drop off, boom. What are we looking at? $17.50. Not for total, just for that one. The one that said $6, that was $17.50. The one that said $11.50, well, that one was $12.50. I'll give them credit though. They did tip more than they needed to. They did tip more than most of the neighbors would have. They did tip more than we've come expected to. But DoorDash, why are you gonna hide that? Why not just say $12.50? Come on, I mean, $6 to $17. Yo, that was a surprise. That made my night. That made me jump for joy. And that lady was a sweetheart, Susan. We handed it over the fence to her. But I mean, $12.50, $11.50. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about the value. I'm not complaining about the dollars per mile. But why are you gonna hide that? Ain't nobody gonna turn that down if you just tell them, hey, it's $12.50 for 6.5 miles. It's like, it's not a bad order. It's still, that's a solid order either way. But where we at 6 o'clock, we are finishing up our DoorDash earnings for the day. $98. $98, 5.5 hours. So, I mean, a little under $20 an hour. Our active time was 3.5 hours. So, I mean, a little over $25 an hour for the active time. We get it. 13 deliveries. The acceptance rate is down to 77%. We got to do something about that. Berna, she's our favorite co-pilot. She's always wanted to hear, but she knows she likes to cuddle. Hey, do us a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, join us on this journey, and help us get from one state to the next. We want to make sure you keep up with all of our drive, all of our deliveries, and all the Berna's antics that she likes to. We got another one, guys. We got another Chick-fil-A Providence. So, we're here at Food Pickup. That's what it's called. This is called Food Pickup. Fucking phenomenal. We're gonna go inside. Let's see how this goddamn Chick-fil-A vending machine. Crazy ass bullshit Chick-fil-A vending machine. Trying to tell me it was going to take a half hour. I had to get a little bit of an off-screen argument with the staff there behind the wall. Take a half hour to cook some chicken. God. I wonder if Chick-fil-A approved that place. They don't even say. My pleasure. Just picked up my last order. That's going to bring us right to 8 hours of work. Also probably right to about 150. We'll factor everything together. Not the best day. You know, we're not over $20 an hour door to door, but it'll put us over 25 on the active time, and that's what we really care about. This one wasn't listed as a high-paying order. It was 7.7 miles, $13.50. Again, it's not quite 2 miles an hour, $2 a mile, but it's going the direction we want to go for where we want to be tomorrow. Again, way out of the zone, late at night. But for our last delivery, heading in the direction of our next stop on the road trip, it made sense to pick this up, and I'm glad we did. Looks like a nice and easy one. So let's go drop this off for Rihanna. Another day, another dash. 7.5 hours in the books, folks. And it was, it's hard to decide sometimes what days to film. what days we're just going to work, what days we're traveling, what days we're staying to edit. I kind of wish I took yesterday to film. I was in, again, North Providence yesterday and today. I chose to film today and just a little bit of work yesterday. We had a way better day yesterday on a Sunday. We crushed it. $181 in 6 hours and 66 miles, mostly on Uber Eats, doing $148 on Uber Eats and only $33.02 on DoorDash with our high-paying offers and trying to worry about our acceptance rate. Today was the exact opposite. Same market across the board. We worked 7.5 hours instead of 6. We did 87 miles instead of 66. And we made $154, $30 less overall. But we only made $12 on Uber Eats and $142 on DoorDash. And we crushed it with high-paying offers all day. It's a weird way to say that because some of the offers kind of sucked. But they were quote-unquote high-paying offers, $2 a mile or more. Some of the offers I was more excited about were not marked as high-paying offers, and we did have to deny a few underwater offers. And again, we're going to keep denying underwater offers, but we do have to do some maintenance on our acceptance rate now. We're down to 77%, and we do care about that dash income status, so probably looking at some dash earned by time in the next couple markets. Before we get to the next big city, I'm thinking Hartford, Connecticut, before we go back to earn by order, just to try and bump up that acceptance rate again. But again, not bad. Not a bad day at all. 7.5 hours, 154, a little over $20 an hour. Our active time, we did stay busy. It was about 4 hours in that 7.5 hours. So if you break down that 142 into 4, it's actually really, really good for the active time. We have some great hidden bonus tip hours. So I'm in the same boat as Chuck. If you guys don't know, go check out Chuck at Dashing Across America. I saw a thumbnail of his video earlier. He went from hating the tier program to loving the tier program in a single dash. And I'm not saying I'm all aboard on loving it yet, but I was hating it. I was firmly in the anti-tier program bunch, and now I can see how it can be worked. Due diligence and doing the right work can make it happen. So that's what we gotta look forward to. Wearing our P's and Q's and keeping on top of things. Again, I just want to thank all of you for sticking with us this far. If you stuck with us this far, if you like the content we're putting out, this is our this is state number 4. We started in Manchester, New Hampshire, all the way out to the New Hampshire seacoast, Portland, Maine, Wells, Maine, Boston, Mass, Framingham, Greater Boston, Framingham, all the way down to Pawtucket yesterday. Now we're in North Providence today, and we're heading out to Connecticut start soon. But that's 4 states so far on our 48-state road trip. You want to help us make this happen? If you want to help us make sure we can stay on the road ahead of any curves and any troubles, if you want to help us improve the quality of what we're doing, improve the quality of the videos and the recordings, check out on our Patreon in the link in the description below, patreon.com/Dash Across America. And you can help get cat food. Not that she takes a whole lot to eat. Takes about $1 a day to feed her. But she's the most important one here. And most of all, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends. Help us follow along this journey. And if you're a dasher yourself, make sure you comment. Let me know what you think I'm doing wrong. Let me know how you feel about some of the orders I'm getting, what you would do different, and how things are shaping up in your marketplace as a dasher with the new Dasher Rewards tier program. Have you hit platinum status? Or are you still just a top dasher? Or are you still cherry picking and laughing at the rest of us who are having to take this trash? Let me know in the comments. Look forward to seeing you guys next time.